I didn't tell anyone.
Yodelio, doodly toe. That's what I've always been saying.
Hi.
Intrepid Olivia cannot hear Tristan. Also, hello. Spitfire says no sound from Tristan.
Is that just a request?
Potentially.
Okay, hello. That was, I guess, an OBS problem. The source got switched to something weird. Hello,
OBS.
welcome to Fanfiction
Obvious,
Theater.
but stupid. Okay.
I'm Tristan. You heard Tracy and Kevin and Quinn, presumably. And that's all we have.
Yep, that's all. Those are the only people here.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wouldn't you agree, Kitty?
I would personally, wholeheartedly agree.
There's
We're
just
the
nobody
only
else.
ones willing to brave the cold.
And you know what?
You can sit down.
And you know what? Good for you. No, just kidding. Hey.
Yeah.
Are you
Michael.
sure? Good.
Yeah, you know what? It's totally great. I'm fine.
Yeah, Michael had internet issues. I haven't heard anything from Drew. Yeah, it's just an announcement that we're live. Yeah, so what's that?
Somebody's coming in.
Oh, there's Drew.
It's Drew.
That's me.
There we go.
Michael's in the chat. What up?
Okay.
Is it happening?
Is what happening?
That's hilarious. The thing we do Tuesday nights, read fan fiction.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's happening.
All right.
Switch.
I saw. Yes, I dropped in.
Yeah, so if Tracy moves his head out of the way, you can see a sliver of Quill.
Sorry, Quinn.
I almost said it too.
I still love calling him little guy because he's got that little Guy Fieri soul patch.
Oh yeah, that's right. What is going on with Lillian? I can't quite make out actual words, but
yeah, what's going on?
Now she's quiet.
Yeah, that's
how you do
it. All right, so we're going to start off with the...
Oh, we have Ryan too. Ryan showed up.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh, and
It's the tardy party.
Tracy's in a black void now with some advertising.
let me just hold on.
Wearing our DVD collection like a crown.
Treat yourself, guys.
You just reversed it.
It's reversed.
Yeah,
And
look at it in the
again?
mirror. Understand that
Yeah,
what,
you don't have
what
to...
Discord tells me is a lie. Okay, so there we go.
Because it's reversing it for your benefit or something? Probably that. So yeah, let me bring up our Star Fox fan fiction.
Oh, we have a Star Fox fanfiction.
Yeah, we started a new one last week.
Please, can we do a recap of what happened last week?
Yeah, let's do a recap because not much happened, really.
Well, excuse me, everything happened. The Cobalt Vixen happened, and that is everything.
Yeah, as you probably can tell above me, we've got a drinking game for this one. It's the phrase Cobalt Vixen, which if you're familiar with the series, you'll probably know is referring to Crystal.
The Cobalt Vixen.
Who I guess is not a fox per se. She's got her own like race name.
Vixen
What?
means
No,
female
she's a-
fox, though.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess maybe they were just referring to the planet that she was born on. I can't even remember the name. It starts
I
with a
think
C.
so. Yeah.
And
They
she's
were
the
from
last.
She's still a foxy lady.
I think
Yes.
Dinosaur Planet is Saria. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so.
That doesn't sound familiar, but okay. So it's called Love or Lust.
And it's a choose your own adventure.
Yes.
Yo,
No,
that's what we need
it's
in
not.
a
It's not.
fanfic.
It's not.
It's not.
Who's writing it?
It's about Crystal being turned into a vampire by Wolf. That happens in the first chapter. And then he has one condition for her, which is that she always remain grateful to him. Wolf.
That's not creepy at all.
Oh, and also at the end of the first chapter, they were like, if you were expecting this to be like Twilight, too bad. This is more like Dracula or Legacy of Kain.
Because in this story, if a wolf bites you, you turn into a vampire. But if a bat bites you, you turn into a werewolf.
Yeah, I assume.
Can I get a link to this?
Yes.
And our viewers at home, they would also appreciate a link.
That's going to the first chapter. We're actually
And
on chapter
our
3,
viewers abroad.
Don't read ahead now.
So yeah, Crystal's
What chapter are we on?
3.
2?
3.
3.
We read 2 chapters last week. Crystal walked to City Hall, Corneria City Hall, and was mugged on the steps by Simon Zimmerman, who everybody seemed to know by name. And
Simon Zimmerman.
The infamous.
Shoot
Simon
me down
Zimmerman.
if you can, Simon
Wolf-
Zimmerman.
Wolf showed up to collect the bounty.
Zimmerman.
Okay.
Long time no see.
Wolf showed up to collect the notorious bounty on Simon Zimmerman, but ended up disintegrating him with one shot of his blaster.
What are you going to do?
That same blast also fatally wounded Crystal, but she begged him to change her into a vampire so she wouldn't die. And he acquiesced. And
I don't know why I'm saying like that makes any sense.
Well, Quinn, if I can make it make sense, she was standing behind the person who was shot. So she was behind them. She was only like grazed a little bit, totally fine. The person in front of her, however, obliterated. Because that's how space guns work.
Oh, so it's like when you're waving at somebody behind them.
Hit your face.
Exactly.
Like somebody's waving at somebody behind you. Okay, that's now I understand.
And the person in
No,
the
but
front
she
is
was in-
emotionally obliterated.
She was in front, though. It went through her and obliterated the person behind. So it's even
Are you-
stranger.
Are you sure? I mean, that makes sense if he was like keeping her
I
like
stake my
a body
reputation
shield.
on it.
In that case, I
Yes,
do
I
not have a
remember that as well.
metaphor.
Arguing.
Yeah. He turned her into a vampire. The next chapter, Star Fox is called on to stop the bandits that are raiding City Hall. And
Are they the wet bandits or are they just average
regular?
bandits?
There was a
Sticky-
lot of
sticky
them, though.
bandits.
I mean, they're not-
We had to come up with a
well-
lot of
Bandits.
voices for
Oh, yeah. The pigeon.
the various.
The
And they're
pigeon
all
and the
expendable.
rat or something.
I think there was a weasel.
Something like that.
A lot of critters.
What is this?
I want to show off my finest grape.
Okay.
What is going on?
I don't know.
This is
Is that your bubble tea and you drank the tea?
no, this is the finest grape from the In the Name of the King 2 thing. It's been sitting down here.
Why did you have to bring grapes into this, Tracy? I'm trying to
Okay.
explain the story.
Got any grapes?
Yeah, but you made
There's no
another
escape
mistake. I
from
have to point
cranky
out.
grapes, Tristan. There's no
Um,
escape from cranky grapes.
I
by the
don't
way,
think that
Serenian
Crystal
race.
asked to be changed into a vampire. She asked to be saved from death.
It was in subtext. Yeah.
You have to read between the lines.
It didn't come across. in the
No,
reading.
because she was figuring out. She heard the stories of people who had been drained of their blood and had holes in their necks, and she put 2 and 2 together, and she was like, "That means Wolf is a vampire."
Like Vampire Jamal.
Yeah,
He's a
much
wolf.
like Vampire Jamal.
No, unlike Vampire Jamal, it's a vampire. But
Okay,
a wolf,
look.
a vamp wolf.
Look, not much happened.
Right.
She drank some blood. She was gifted a huge Costco-sized jar of blood by Wolf.
That's right. He was like, for later.
Oh yeah.
He said,
What?
"This should last you a week."
Yes.
And she hid it in her black hoodie that she always wears now. And that's about where we're at. This
She's a
chapter,
vampire, so she gains serious edge. I get it.
yes,
That's why she dresses in only black.
this chapter is called Orlando Helsing.
No.
I hope they're based on Orlando Bloom.
No,
That's
my-
exactly what I was thinking.
That's
I
my
just
friend
love
assumed
child
they're
of
from
Hugh
Orlando,
His
Jackman
Florida.
parents
Orlando
are from
Bloom.
Germany.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'm taking over narration on this. Quinn, do you think you can do a super nanny voice for Crystal?
I probably can do a super nanny voice.
Okay. All right. Author's note. What should Wolf's nickname be now that he's a vampire? I mean, Dracula has multiple nicknames, so why shouldn't other vampires have nicknames? I hope that you guys.
Why?
I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of the story.
Nicknames?
It's going to be much longer than most of my other Star Fox stories. As a fair warning, there
No.
will. What are you doing?
What is going on?
Why are you drowning?
I'm getting mixed up in OBS.
Oh
I'm in the
no.
car. That's the one I'm in.
Now you're just sharing half of your screen with Slippy. Okay.
That's right.
As a fair warning, there will be death all over the place in this story. From being drained
It's
of
gonna
blood
In
to
a
being
vampire story?
to being staked in the heart.
Why the heck? Killing the king over and over again.
It's like The Prestige, but with Smiley King.
Michael, I need you to go ahead and get started on that nickname for Vampire Jamal.
Oh my god. I'm beginning to think that Zack Snyder did write the whole series here. Staked in the heart. Then again, those deaths are common in stories that feature vampires. So I shouldn't give a warning about that.
Thank you.
Well,
Not going to highlight and delete. Just gonna move on.
I keep writing. Go,
I
go.
think what we have here is an unreliable narrator.
Now that I've said what I need to say, or more accurately,
more.
what I didn't need to say, let's move on.
Wow.
Chapter 3, Orlando Helsing. Crystal walked out of the alleyway, thinking about what Wolf had said to her. This
Training
is-
with Fox's enemy.
That's you again.
Oh, sorry. She thought as she sat down on a bench.
What am I thinking? Fox will be upset when he hears I'm going to train with Wolf. Even if it's not training, the team will not be happy to hear that I'm spending time with Wolf. They'll probably think that I'm going out with him, especially Falco. If only they...
Crystal, are you okay? Fox's voice snapped her out of her internal turmoil.
I'm okay as I've ever been, Fox.
The Cobalt Vixen said, masking her voice with enthusiasm.
Bottoms
Everybody
up
drink your
already.
finest grape.
Oh, good grape. Oh, ooh, somebody left these grapes sitting around a while. Ooh.
Are you sure?
I lost
The
my finest
Vulpine
grape.
asked.
The Vulpine.
Yes. What are you asking me for?
Crystal asked. You're covered in blood. Fox pointed at her.
That's all.
Crystal looked down and saw that there was a lot of blood on her hoodie, the blood from the bandit she fed on. She didn't want Fox to figure out she had ate someone's soul with her teeth, even if that soul was from a bandit.
That soul was from a shoe.
Sorry.
Or that she's such a sloppy eater.
Yeah.
Get a bib.
Thinking of an explanation, Crystal blurted out,
One of the bandits has exploded when I shot him.
What about the other
Glad
bandit?
it's something normal.
The Star Fox leader asked. Before Crystal
His
could
head
answer.
exploded.
Before Crystal could
Get over this,
answer,
Fox.
Slippy came up to them.
I'm Slippy, right?
You're Peppy.
I was Slippy, I think.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, Tracy's
you can see
Slippy.
how I'm confused. All right, you be Slippy.
Okay.
Which one always said Babadoo Babadoo?
It's
Falco, which is you.
Falco.
Yeah.
Babadoo Babadoo.
Okay, there you guys are.
The toad smiled. The toad smiled.
This. Come on. The city council is giving us a reward for helping them.
We don't really need a reward. We were just doing our job.
This has also been a running theme of this story. People debating whether or not they need rewards for just doing their jobs.
But they said we could have all the criminals we can eat. I'm in.
I mean,
Crystal
getting paid
stated-
is kind of like a reward.
Yeah.
Kinda.
A job.
Yeah.
This is a good counterpoint. But it's good to save people from crazy criminals, Fox said.
It is good.
Walking up to the stage that was set up near City Hall, Star Fox was greeted by the city council. Near the city council was General Pepper. Not Peppy. True. Just so you know. There's a General Pepper and there's a Peppy. They're different characters.
Okay,
General Pepper, who was holding a microphone.
Is that a promotion or a demotion from sergeant?
A promotion,
I think that would be a
because
promotion.
look
yeah.
at this guy.
Look at
look
him
at this
over
guy.
Tracy's shoulder. No, he was in the perfect spot. Okay, you're.
Well,
making
he's
big.
He was
Well,
too
he's just
small.
General Pepper. He's not specific enough.
He's off screen right now. Just put him
What?
right
No,
over
I
your
made
shoulder.
that same joke last week and got booed. So
Yeah, but
Yeah, everybody's got to make a Sergeant
we
Pepper.
don't want to
joke.
boo again.
I think the scab healed. That's why it went over favorably this
Okay.
week.
what doesn't kill us
Is this
makes
okay?
us stronger. Get it?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see General Pepper there. He's a good boy.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, let me just.
Narrator.
I edited my soundboard, and I just got to look up. Okay, shift.
What?
That's what he sounds like.
God damn.
Sorry, was that really loud?
Wow.
I don't know how to fix that.
That was
for you.
General Pepper.
Sorry, just start from the beginning of the line.
Starbucks.
That,
Okay,
it was a
all right.
long time coming, that line.
Yeah,
But it was worth the wait.
Ladies
lady-
and gentlemen.
The general spoke.
Star Fox has saved the city council from a group of thieves. These thieves belong to a larger organization who specialized in terrorism. But the Cornerian army is working hard to capture the terrorists who had sent the thieves. Without Star Fox's help, the city council would be dead and we would be unable to find out who they worked for. Now, thanks to our beloved mercenary team, we will be able to shut down the terrorist group and arrest its members.
Yeah. They specialized in terrorism at University. The audience applauded as General Pepper handed the microphone to Fox.
Mayhem.
Damn it, I was about to say that exact thing. You miss so-and-so.
Yikes.
Fox. It was nothing.
We should get on a separate chat and run our jokes past.
All right.
Dibs.
It was nothing, the Vulpine stated. We were just doing our job. After all, we're usually called on when there's a threat on the prowl. I don't expect us to be paid a massive reward for taking down some bandits. Even if they were...
Star Fox, there's a threat on the prowl!
Even if they were a part, as in separate, of a terrorist group. As Fox spoke, the sun got brighter.
I feel like he's trying to pull some reverse psychology there. Like, just, I don't expect a massive group.
Yeah. As Fox spoke, the sun got brighter. Startled, Crystal pulled the drawstrings on her hoodie, concealing her face. Concerned, Falco, Slippy, and Peppy tried to comfort her. Now here's Peppy.
What's wrong, Crystal? Yeah.
Peppy asked.
Nothing's wrong.
The Cobalt Vixen lied.
Yes.
Slippy.
Are you sure? Oh, I'm sorry, Slippy. I slipped up and slipped.
Yeah. Slippy asked.
You're covering your face with your hood.
Don't worry about me, Slippy.
Oh, you're right. Good catch. We missed a Cobalt Vixen.
Pew, 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 pew.
I did. I was happy about it.
The Serenian asked. The Serenian said, sorry. Dad, you're Falco.
Oh, I am. We're just wondering why you're acting weird, that's all.
Falco stated.
Now we will let the other members of Star Fox accept their rewards.
The general said as he motioned for the others to come near him. Falco went up first, followed by Slippy and Peppy. Crystal was behind them, walking slowly due to her eyes being the only part of her face that was uncovered. When she got her part of the reward...
do that with a muzzle.
Yeah,
I know,
how'd she do that?
know. The Cobalt Vixen sat down near Fox.
Hi, Fox.
She said as she uncovered her face. Are you feeling okay? Fox asked.
I'm feeling good.
Crystal said, not wanting her leader to be concerned.
You shouldn't worry about me too much. You might drive me crazy by doing that.
What?
Sorry, I just want to make sure you aren't sick or something. Fox said.
I'm okay, Fox.
The Vixen smiled. Before they could continue talking...
Cobalt by itself, can we merge?
I feel like this. We need like a side pull.
Have a half a shot for
You can
Vixen.
take a sip.
I'm just gonna.
You can take a
in.
sip for the blue Vixen, but I'm only counting Cobalt Vixens.
Yeah, I
and
tried
the
to
number
fight
is
for it.
22.
I tried to fight for it last week. We didn't get it. Sorry.
You'll
You know
get
what?
plenty
You can
drunk,
take a
I
sip
assure
anytime
you.
you want.
Oh my God.
It's only mandatory for Cobalt Vixen.
Don't
If
be
you're
mixing
really
the Vixen.
playing the game, you'll commit to it.
We're not liable for alcohol poisoning. Please continue.
Before they could continue talking, a coyote walked up to the stage. No idea who this is.
Just somehow a rabid, dumb coyote.
Coyote.
But he's coyote ugly. It's gonna dance on the bar.
Okay. Excuse, Tristan, I have a
Yeah.
proposal.
Mm-hmm.
You do this guy, Orlando. Oh, you're going to... No, he's going to be talking to Fox a lot. I think that when you do the narration, there's a delay between you and everybody else on Discord.
Should read their own, somebody said, in between, and then if it continues, they should do it like, if I'm Flippy, I'll just... Or no, not Slappy. Okay, when Slappy said, "Hey, why are you drinking so much blood? That's weird." And
Sleepy.
then
Dog.
I will myself say, "Slippy said," or Flip Flap said.
That's just going to confuse us. Is that what you were going to say,
I keep
Tris?
thinking I'm slipping. Yeah, I guess so.
I was just saying that I think it behooves us to have the narrator on Discord. Like in the Discord group, because it seems to me
Isn't he on here?
that
Yeah.
there's big gaps between us and you picking up the...
Chat, what
Is
do you
that
think?
the fault of
Okay,
not being
well-
on Discord?
Do you want to narrate?
I think so. Yes.
Okay.
Cool,
Let me
successful.
get to the
Example
end
of
of
the
this
gap.
this section break, and then we'll switch. But who
Okay.
who is going to be Orlando Helsing?
What's the voice like?
It's an OC, so you can make up whatever you want.
Okay.
See, it's a
All right,
coyote.
I'll be him.
It's the rabbit
Okay.
coyote.
Peter Cushing.
Just
Orlando
sound like a
Helsing.
coyote.
He sounds like auto-tune. He always has auto-tune on. So,
Can you vocode your own voice on
yeah.
the fly?
Name's Orlando Help. Okay.
No, just do something.
Let me go get a kazoo.
Why?
Watch. It's going to be worth it, y'all. This is going to come
I don't
back.
have
It's
one.
going to be worth it. Just watch.
I can get a comb and some wax paper, but it's going to be the cat.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Mike,
Just pick a voice and say, "Excuse me."
Is it my line already?
Yeah. Yeah.
Name's Orlando Helsing. Ms. Bonnet.
No. Excuse me. A couple lines before.
Okay.
I'm crying because I'm laughing.
Two
Oh,
lines above
excuse
that
me.
He said, looking at Crystal.
We got it.
Are you Star Foxes? I'm going to be like the Wile E. Coyote voice. Like,
Okay.
are you Star Fox newest member, Crystal Bonnymead?
Yes.
The vixen answered.
Name's
The vixen.
What color? What
Oh
color?
my God.
everybody. Who won the cut that time?
The vixen answered.
Name's Orlando Helsing, Ms. Bonnymead. Super genius.
The coyote said.
Nice to meet you, I guess.
Crystal said.
Come,
Orlando said.
I want to talk to you for a bit.
Only if you have a dog biscuit in your pocket.
Come on, Crystal, come on.
Before she left to talk with the coyote,
Come on,
Crystal
boy.
said to Fox.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay, Fox said. See you after you get done.
Okay.
New narrator.
The coyote.
As they walked through the street, Crystal and Orlando were quiet until Crystal asked,
What did you want to talk to me about?
Do you believe in vampires?
Orlando asked.
Yes.
The Cobalt Vixen answered.
Oh, yep. Couple of Vixen.
Good to know that I'm not one of the only few. Huh?
The coyote laughed.
Who uses confusing
He's part of the many
syntax.
one.
What do you mean?
I
Crystal
mean
asked.
that I'm a vampire slayer.
Orlando said. The Vix's eyes widened.
Really?
Don't be afraid.
The coyote put his hand on his shoulder.
I'm one of the few slayers who will protect the innocent. Hell, I might be one of the best ones in Corneria.
Nice to know.
Crystal said, not wanting the vampire slayer to find out that she was a vampire.
Makes sense.
All of a sudden, a fennec fox came up to them.
Mr. Helsing, there's been another vampire attack.
How's the victim, Farah?
Stealing a gag from Zootopia there.
Yeah.
How's the victim, Farah?
Orlando asked.
Is the victim dead, or are they about to turn?
The victim has been drained of blood.
Farah said as the coyote ran off to look at the victim.
Yep, that is the victim. That is, yep. That's awful.
Crystal lied, knowing who the victim was. The bandit she fed on. Farah looked at the Cobalt Vixen.
You must be Star Fox's new member. Nice to meet you.
Fox has told me about you, Farah.
Crystal smiled nervously.
You were dating for quite some time.
That was until I broke up with him.
Farah said quite logically.
Really?
It made sense.
I've always wondered, why did you two break up?
The Cobalt Vixen asked.
Just forget. It was 3 lines ago. I'm gonna die.
Please. The Order of the League does not condone or encourage dying.
We're kind of an anti-death.
We do not share Steve Plank's views on death.
There it is.
Steve
I got
Plank
bored.
thinks death is great.
I got bored with being a
Okay,
mercenary.
The Fennec said.
I just felt that I needed a different job.
So now I'm a missionary.
So you became a vampire? So you became a vampire slayer?
Crystal asked.
Of course.
Farah said.
How did you guess? We just said it.
Wow.
Welcome to the present. Let me catch you up in the things that happened in the last minute.
Wait, is it because did I tell you my last name is Helsing? I didn't.
No, that was Orlando. His
Wait.
last named Helsing.
Orlando
Oh.
Helsing, but she came in and told him, "Hey, Orlando Helsing, vampire slayer. There's another dead vampire, another dead vampire victim."
So
I
you know Mr.
I am-
Helsing after all.
realizing now that Farah is not an OC. This was a character from Star Fox 2, I think.
Oh.
Is that right?
Who's
Okay,
Yeah.
because I was starting to think it was really sexist that just because she's an assistant, we're supposed to assume that she was female.
Okay, I will
But
keep
we're
the
supposed
voice.
to know. Okay.
Yeah, Misha asked, I needed a career change, so I broke up with my boyfriend.
Yeah.
That's, I don't know. I don't know.
What's up, Kristen? I've been thinking of switching jobs.
I guess Fox only dates mercenaries.
Oh.
Page
Yeah,
one
but she
rewrite on
broke
your
up with
left.
him. She broke up with him.
Yeah,
He didn't
well, I
break
mean,
up
because
with
she knew about his rule.
No.
All right, where are
She
we?
read it in his diary.
I've lost.
So you
Okay, how
became a
did you
vampire
guess?
slayer?
Is that? Yeah.
You know Mr. Helsing, after all.
Crystal said. Orlando came back with a few pictures.
Who do you think did it?
Farah asked.
Probably a vampire.
I don't know.
The coyote said.
But we'll find the bloodsucker who did this and kill it.
Crystal looked behind her, not wanting Orlando and Farah to find out that it was her who did this.
Meanwhile, I assume she still has a hoodie drawn up to her eyeballs and a giant jar of blood in the pocket.
It was a glass
She's
jar
also
too,
still
right?
covered in
I
blood.
don't know if
isn't
it
she?
was specified.
Oh.
They never cleaned her hoodie, so she's covered in blood.
She's also a mercenary, though. They're often covered in blood as well.
Okay, that's
Just
When
walk
people's
away.
heads explode, sure.
All right, it's Farah's line.
Okay. I hope that Star Fox helps us.
Farah said.
We need all the help we can get.
I'm sure that we can handle a single vampire by ourselves.
Orlando said.
And by we, I mean me.
Farah sighed as her boss's arrogance could go from charming to slightly annoying.
Slightly.
That's the range, from charming to slightly annoying.
good
He's done a
luck
lot
with
of
that.
he's done a lot of manager positions. Oh, go ahead.
Good luck with that, you guys.
Crystal said.
You sure that you don't want to kill some vampires with us? Oh, and by us, I mean me?
Yeah.
Orlando asked.
I hear you're a telepath.
Farah said.
You might be a powerful ally in our war against the undead.
Have you considered it? Have you considered that? Hi. This is the Van Helsing army, and according to our information, you dropped out of college. You might be a powerful ally in our war against the undead. Have you ever thought about that?
I'm sure you can handle a couple of vampires.
The Cobalt Vixen said.
After all, you guys are vampire hunters.
You're damn right we are.
Orlando said in triumph. While Crystal was speaking to Orlando and Fox's former girlfriend, Farah Phoenix, Falco was watching the three communicate. While he didn't hear the entire conversation, he carefully observed Crystal's body language.
Okay, slow down.
Something weird is going on.
Remember,
The
this guy,
avian quietly stated.
Falco has a lot of attitude. He's
Something weird is going on.
there. There you go.
Sure. The avian quietly stated.
Crystal's acting like nothing's wrong, but there is something clearly wrong with her. She's avoiding sunlight. She vomited up what she ate shortly before we left for our mission. She's wearing a hoodie on a hot day, and now her hoodie's covered in blood.
You guys, I think she may be a goth.
But really, Crystal walked away from Orlando and Farah.
What's the word, Chris?
Falco asked.
I just made some new friends, that's all.
Crystal said as she walked by, heading to her R-Wing.
Forgive me, Crystal.
Who the hell's the pheasant?
The
pheasant?
I assume that's Falco.
Tails,
Falco's a pheasant?
What?
It's not like we have any clues based on his name or anything. No idea what animal Falco is. All birds are the same anyway.
Next, there'll be a penguin.
Can I just...
What?
just a second.
Oh, bring up a
Let me
picture.
bring Falco in here with me. Yeah.
I mean, just look at him. He's clearly a falcorial.
Yeah, that's a pheasant. He was in just the right position until you moved him.
Wait,
There he is.
There's our boy.
Pheasant.
Okay.
From
The
now
pheasant
on, can
said
we
when
just,
the
can we
co-
just like put different birds anytime it's like Falco said? So like the toucan said, the penguin said.
Yeah.
Okay.
The pheasant said when the cobalt vixen was out of sight.
Let's go.
But I'll have to watch you to see what's going on. If Fox and the others can't figure it out, I'll have to.
Note: be careful, Falco. Crystal might feed on
Watch
you
out.
now that she's a vampire. I'm just kidding. I don't know for sure, but you can tell that Falco is becoming suspicious of the vixen. If you're wondering why I said that Falco is a pheasant, I heard that he's actually a pheasant on TV tropes.
Oh, honey. Oh, sweetie.
Okay, I'll look it up.
I'm googling Falco Lombardi.
It's like this. It's not even the Star Fox Wiki. It's TV trope.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Another thing that you are
Well,
all curious about.
It is on fandom.com.
It says he's a pheasant.
Read it.
Okay. What this says
Read it.
on the page, Falco Lombardi, which you should be able to see on. Let me scoot it over.
If you go to the
in
Nintendo
Japan-
fandom wiki, it says Falcon.
This
Well,
says
like
an
a falcon
anthropomorphic
or pheasant.
falcon or pheasant character. I don't know how those are interchangeable.
Wow.
He may also be a slug. We're not sure.
I mean, Falco's a falcon, right? He's
Yeah.
not Fezzo.
Or pheasant. I don't know.
It is a true statement. He is a falcon or pheasant.
He resembles a Vietnamese pheasant.
Look it up. Look it up. Look it up.
Okay, now I'm gonna look up Vietnamese pheasant.
See, we're
is my
learning
favorite
stuff
fan
now,
fact.
man.
Did we just get schooled by this guy? I can't.
Vietnamese
It doesn't look like it.
pheasant. That
Seems
I
like
mean,
No.
just because it's
That's a
blue.
No, the
Yeah.
beak is wrong.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Well, what
It's
about
got
his
kind of a
do it.
crest. I don't know.
Nope.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on a frickin' damn second. Look up Falco from Star Fox Assault.
Type that whole thing.
Okay.
He's missing his little toothpick
He
spikes.
seems way more pheasant-like in this design.
He has red around his eyes.
I would like to point out that this is WikiFur, the furry Wikipedia,
Oh,
furry encyclopedia.
Well, they should know their stuff. I mean, look at this pose.
It's not even fur, it's feathers. What do you call it when you're a furry for a bird?
The Vietnamese pheasant is
Shaggy.
known for voguing.
Downer.
Oh, see, I hadn't even looked at the Vietnamese pheasant. Never mind, he's not a pheasant.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah, he's
He's
not
got a
a
big old
pheasant
falcon
at
beak.
all.
But
That's
he does have the red
I
around his eyes.
refuse
I
to
can
accept.
see based on the color scheme. All right, well,
Another thing that you are all curious about is why I gave Crystal surname Bodymead. I was wondering
yeah.
if that could possibly be real. That's bad. I really wanted to make her name not generic sounding, as some people call her Crystal Fox or Crystal Vixen. How trite. There are plenty of surnames that I could have given her, from McAllister to Harrison.
Yeah, I guess. Do I need to list
Crystal
off a few
Harris.
more, or do you get the point?
Not from
I
like
I
Aiden to
believe
Zane,
it. I believe
but
it.
like just those letters, just in between McAllister and Harrison.
Maybe
very
Pita?
short.
But I decided to stick with making her surname Bodymead. I wonder what you guys would give her for a surname.
Nothing. She's
back
a
to the
bird in
story.
space. God damn it.
Back to the story. Do you think that it's good so far? Let me know when you leave a review. Until next time, guys, peace.
No flames.
No, we can flame all we want. He didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't
Oh,
specify
he didn't?
no
Oh, yeah.
flames.
Oh wow.
You don't even have to
Hell.
email it.
I'm coming to your comment section, and hell's coming with me.
You're like, you're obviously new to this
Okay,
because you didn't put no
chapter-
flames.
Okay,
All
I'm
right,
gonna
I
play.
posted my review.
Not that I'm complaining about the voice, but I'm gonna play a clip of Falco, and we can.
No, please do.
this thing?
Wait a minute. There's go ahead.
I just did.
Just go ahead.
You guys actually trust this thing? Nice, welcome!
Wait, what the heck? What game is that?
Star Fox 64.
What?
Don't go soft on us, Fox!
Oh no.
Wow, I'm actually impressed.
So there you go. That's a good sampling.
Okay.
Sounds
sassy.
radical.
He's pretty sassy, yeah. Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Chapter 4. Falco gets suspicious.
What?
Yes.
What's happening?
No, note. As a clear indication of what's going to happen later on in the story,
Happen!
there is going to be a lot of bloodshed. Okay, before I continue onwards, I have to say something to a critic of mine, a Equinix Wolf.
Oh no.
He is so upset.
Dude, Crystal's a telepath. She's more than likely sensed what would happen if she told the others if she were a vampire. Seeing as Wolf bit her, she could have new abilities such as flight and psychokinesis. She might even have foresight and hypnosis. Everything from foresight to hypnosis. As for Wolf, I
McAllister
agree.
to Harrison.
As for Wolf, I agree with you that no one would fear him if he named himself Flo by doing the Dracula Alucard thing to his name. I'm not sure what his nickname would be now that he's a vampire. It's only a matter of time until everyone who he hadn't converted to a vampire finds out that he's the king of the vampires in this story. Also, I feel like Crystal and Wolf would just have a student-teacher relationship instead of a loving relationship. Okay, since that's out of the way, I shall get started on chapter 4. Falco gets suspicious.
Well, that happened at the end of the last chapter. We already knew that Falco was suspicious.
We're getting
When
some background
Falco
noise, like
arrived-
crunching and stuff.
Is
Yeah.
someone eating a motherboard?
Uh-oh.
Eating a cookie sheet sounded like.
Just give me one
Chapter
moment
4?
here.
It's quiet now.
Okay.
Give me a moment.
Okay.
Just give me a goddamn second! Okay. I sent Tristan something
Be literate, douchebag.
to play.
Wait, what are you
Okay.
doing?
Okay. When Falco arrived back to the Great Fox, he saw that he was the only one in the docking port. Taking the elevator, the avian found himself in the main room. All was silent except for what sounded like someone opening the fridge. Heading for the kitchen door, the avian carefully approached the sound. Much to his surprise, Crystal was in the fridge, putting a jar full of red. The cobalt vixen looked dismayed, as if she were ashamed of what was in the jar.
Oh no.
Did you count the vixen?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, we got it.
Oh yeah.
Yo, Chris, what's going on?
Falco asked.
What do you mean?
What's in
Crystal
the jar?
asked.
Oh, sorry.
The avian looked at the jar in the vixen's hand.
It's strawberry jelly.
The cobalt vixen lied.
Give it a cobalt vixen.
Jam. Jelly don't slosh like that.
That must be
It
jam.
looks a
because
bit
jelly
too
don't
liquidy
slosh
to
like
be
that.
jelly.
He noted. Took a note of that.
It's also a bit
give it- it's
dark
a-
to be strawberry flavor.
It's really only a red ribbon jelly.
Then I lied a bit on the flavor.
The vixen said.
It's actually cherry.
Or maybe it's blood.
Falco thought, hoping Crystal wouldn't read his mind with her telepathy.
Boy, I hope you're not reading my mind right now. But why would Crystal keep a jar full of blood? More importantly, why was that crazy wolf talking to her? He saved her from a mugger, but why?
Why did he intercede? He should have let her die.
Okay. Okay.
The avian lied.
I believe you.
Good to know.
Crystal smiled uneasily as she walked out of the kitchen.
Always a
leaving
really
Falco by
trustworthy response to "I believe you."
Okay, I believe
himself.
you.
Good to know.
What? That's what he
Should've
said.
asked.
Yeah, he's just
should've-
singing some
Yeah.
calypso.
Shake, 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 Sonora.
I should have asked her where Fox and the others were at.
Falco thought, still wary of the cobalt vixen's telepathy.
Cheers.
I even could have told her that I know what's going on, even if I don't actually know. Damn it, Falco. Quit fucking stalling and ask her what really happened.
Whoa, where's the warning for this? Oh my gosh, you didn't say there was gonna be words.
You didn't tell me there was going to be a swear.
Suddenly, Crystal screamed loudly.
Ah,
Crystal, what's wrong?
Falco asked as he exited the kitchen, intent on finding where the cobalt vixen was at.
rest in peace, Drew's liver.
I love the chat right now. Spitfire goes, they're all predatory carnivores. And then Misha's like, well, Falco's a chicken.
Oh, he's a pheasant, damn it.
He's a swan.
My line, correct?
Yep.
Falco, please help me.
The vixen said.
Hold on, I'm coming.
The avian said. Say bird. I know you're trying to be better than bird, but
Well, on the official Star Fox wiki, it says that his species is avian.
Okay.
Okay.
Pheasants
Okay.
really didn't. we
well,
didn't like
it's right on then.
Yeah.
This
Damn
is
it, Fox.
still.
All right, this
Why
is
aren't you?
Yeah.
Damn it, Fox. Why aren't you Slippy and Peppy back yet?
He thought to himself.
Where are you anyway?
Falco approached Crystal's room, which was where the screaming was coming from. However,
Why he approached it.
However, there was nothing in the room except for the vixen.
It was completely empty
I'm
now.
sorry. Am I the
Really
only
nice.
one who's really confused about how she got from the kitchen to her bedroom and
She was in the
screamed.
fridge.
Yeah, from the
In the
fridge. Is
kitchen.
there a
In the
secret
kitchen.
passageway between them?
Hallway.
She was all the way in
If
that
you go
fridge,
through
right?
the crisper, there's a
Yeah.
passageway into her room.
Oh.
Okay, whatever.
One of those secret doors,
All
like
right.
on Clue. Yeah.
Yeah. This.
They
Yep.
invented secret
All right,
doors.
this
in
is
that game,
Falco line.
Where am I? What are you screaming about, Blue? Am
Yeah.
I?
Yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
screaming about, Blue?
The avian asked.
They're both blue.
There was a cockroach in here.
Crystal lied. She was
I'll
the
eat it.
only thing in the room.
I was asking for
Crystal
your
said.
help. Oh, okay. I was asking for your
Sorry.
help so that you could help me kill it.
Crystal, it's a roach. You can get it.
Falco nearly laughed, but then remembered they're anthropomorphic too.
Little guy shuffling around.
You got that right.
The cobalt vixen laughed and laughed at Drew's liver. Her laughter having a tone that said she was hiding something.
Okay, Chris.
Crystal,
Okay, Chris. What's really going on?
the avian asked.
I'm just sick, that's all.
What?
The vixen lied.
I'm sure that sick people don't act as weird as you did today.
Wow, that's pretty
He
ableist.
spoke.
Sure.
He spoke to the vixen.
I mean, you've been avoiding
Hey,
sunlight.
Sorry, I just gotta say, as a sick person, I'm grateful to Falco for. He knows that we're not weird. We're not as
Not-
weird as this freak. No.
Sick people are so weird.
I mean, you've been avoiding sunlight. You keep lying to us.
How can you tell?
Crystal asked.
Your eyes dart side to side. You've got to quit doing that when you lie.
Falco
Heroes
said.
lie well.
You act every bit the cartoon that you are.
I'm not lying.
Crystal lied.
Crystal.
About the opposite
Her
felt so witty
teammate
right
said.
Please tell me what happened last night. Fox told me that Wolf was with you. Did that ruthless lupine do something to you?
He saved me from a mugger.
The cobalt vixen said.
Jesus. Please don't go to the hospital tonight,
Where
everyone.
was I? But you already knew that.
That can't be it.
Falco said.
What else did he do?
He was just talking with me.
She said, not wanting the bird to find out what Wolf really did to her.
See, I'm glad the author clued us in. It was good. What all did you talk about?
Falco asked. Before Crystal could answer, a knock came on the door to the main room.
I got it.
The cobalt vixen said as she walked to the door, where a mailman, a husky, was waiting.
It's just a random mailman.
I thought this was the Great
Who's the
Fox.
husky mailman?
Wait, it sounds like he's only going to have one line, right? Can I do this?
Yeah.
No, wait, the mailman, they're on their spaceship.
Yeah.
I'm laughing.
I think
Yeah,
you started
Spitfire-
writing a porn now.
Dogs hate mailman. This is a very complex character. He's got
Yeah.
a lot of backstory. That's why he only gets one line.
Package for Crystal Body Mead.
The mailman said as he pulled out a big package.
Ooh.
Right, this is a That's me.
The vixen said as she took the package and signed her name on the mailman's clipboard. Ma'am, we actually need it on the paper. Oh, bother. Oh, that's not how they did it back in Space Britain. Oh.
What is it? Who sent it? What's in the box?
Falco asked.
No one.
Crystal lied as she took the package into
I mean, that's
her
a
room.
pretty easy lie to see through.
Someone
That-
sent it.
Delivery.
Literally someone.
That happened.
Anyone.
Why was it just like, Rob 64 sent it?
Yeah.
Sure.
This is great. The author's like just trying to show you how completely dense Falco is. Like she could literally get a package and tell him it's from no one, and he would be like, "You're acting funny."
Hey, Einstein.
Okay, so no one sent the package, but it doesn't explain the blood.
Okay, well that answers both my questions actually. What is it? No one. Who sent it? No one. Okay.
All right, but I'm gonna eat all of your jelly.
I want to know why she called him in there. I thought she was going to kill him. Instead, it was pointless, completely
Well,
pointless.
it was a cockroach.
There was no real cockroach. Wake
Yeah.
up,
She was
man.
the
Wake
only
up.
thing in the
The
room.
girls are scared of cockroaches, man. That's all this author knows.
Maybe it'll be
That
revealed.
and that Falco's a pheasant.
Okay. She sat down on her bed and looked at it, finding a note that said the following. Crystal, in case you're still thinking about my offer, this is a gift for you to use. Good luck using it. You'll need it. We'll need the thing that you need good luck for, or will you need the good luck for the using of the thing?
Yeah.
Maybe both.
Read the rest. May have a
Who's
clue.
to say?
Who's to say?
No. 'Cause
After all,
Yeah. Go on
after
and make my
all,
point.
You might. After all, you might have beginner's luck. Wolf O'Donnell. Dictated but not read.
It's a pair of chopsticks for catching flies.
Okay. Intrigued, Crystal opened the package, only to find a sword with a blue handle, a golden hilt, and a blade that edged to the right an inch in. In addition, the blade had a red gem near the hilt, but that's all she found.
You know, I just pictured an average size package, so he probably should have said.
He did say big package.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm. Well, that really painted the picture in my mind of a sword-sized package.
Yeah.
I guess if he explained it more, it would have been even more of a porn.
Yeah.
That's true.
This is a
Scimitar,
nice gift.
perhaps is that a sword with a blade that edges to the right an inch in?
Google that phrase.
Now,
Yeah.
okay, if it's to the right,
And you turn it
I
over.
assume like if you're chopping with it, you've got to like bias to the left a little bit in order to hit what you want.
It's a complicated sword. Only masters can use them.
Good luck using
Okay.
it. You'll need it. The sword, not the luck. But then you'll need the luck to use the sword. Oh, I didn't need to tell you any of this,
Whoa.
but I'm not deleting it. Bye.
And then he forgot to pack the luck.
Oh my
Luck
god.
ship separately.
I wonder if she thinks it's a
All
nice
right.
gift.
All right, has the vixen done the line?
I did say this is a nice gift.
Okay.
Ah, sorry.
The vixen said.
None of y'all shut up for 2 seconds to listen to me.
I'm sorry.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry.
But why would I need a sword?
Swords
I
are
take
dope.
it that you dig bladed weapons?
Falco said as he came into her room.
Now, just point out he was already in the room, so he didn't enter the room. Just saying.
Oh
Go on.
no.
Of course I do.
Give me a moment, just a sec.
How do you come
A
into the
vixen
room
of
if you're
indeterminate
into
color
All
said.
right.
I mean, listen. Don't answer that.
The vixen said.
I still have my staff after all. What? Staffs don't have blades.
No, employees.
Oh,
They're bladed.
So I have
They
to
all have
threaten them
open
with
carry.
swords.
Right. I forgot about that
Alright.
thing.
The avian said.
also, knock before you come in.
The Serenian said.
You might see something that you shouldn't by. No, that's right. You might see something that you shouldn't by doing that one day.
My nipples.
What? All 8 of them.
All 8 of my Serenian boobies.
But only the top 2 are the important ones. Those are the
I
naughty
just wanted to
ones.
ask you something else. Oh, sorry. Now I saw my stage direction. I just want to ask you something else.
Falco sighed.
What is it?
Crystal
Why-
asked.
Why is your hoodie covered in blood?
The avian asked.
It's not mine.
The cobalt vixen said.
Sorry, Spitfire
It's
says
from the bandits I killed.
Falcolumbo. That's good. That's good.
That's so good.
It's from the bandits I. It's from the bandits I killed.
Kind of knew that.
The bird said.
Like I said, you don't have to worry about me.
The vixen chuckled.
But how did you?
Falco tried to speak before he got interrupted by a familiar ring.
You got a phone call. It's from Kat.
Crystal said.
How did
The
you?
ring familiar. Is it like? Is it a ringtone? Like, what would the ringtone be?
Yes.
Yeah.
She actually has a little jingle. I don't know how to find it quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little leitmotif.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm not
The
gonna
avian
look it up.
spoke.
Right. I keep forgetting. You're a telepath or a telephone.
Want me to be quiet?
The Serenian asked.
Sorry, I was just trying to scroll the, it didn't work. No,
Falco said.
I'll leave the room.
Walking out of Crystal's room, Falco answered the phone.
Hello.
Buck, buck. Babadoo.
Babadoo. Hi, Kat. What's going on?
The avian spoke into the phone.
Mhm.
Who's Cat? You want to be Cat Malone? She's a sassy cat.
Kind of like Rouge the Bat.
Is that any way to greet a
The
girl?
Oh, is that it? That
Yeah,
was
that's-
Cat Malone.
Yeah.
Where's it at, though?
This one right here.
Mess with me and you'll get scratched.
What? Did you skip a bunch?
No, that's
That's a sound
That
clip
was
from the
the
actual
original
game,
cast.
just to give
Okay.
an impression.
Oh,
we do not own the original cast.
oh, I thought that was Jesse. Okay.
Great job.
Okay. Something I'd like to know is what is up with that vixen who was with you?
I think he's
The
skipped it.
cobalt one?
Oh, sorry.
Hey, I just read what he pointed
I
to.
set her up. Sorry. Right here.
He's a bad man. He
Hun, I
pointed-
just wanted to congratulate you and the team for saving the city council.
Cat's voice came from the other end.
Is that how phones work?
Is that how cats work?
Extensive research was done on this. Well, thanks.
Little known
Falco
fact
said.
about cats' physiology.
Well, thanks.
Falco said.
Like Fox said, it was nothing.
Something I'd like to know is, what was up with that vixen who was with you?
The cat's voice came out of the phone.
What? That's something I would like to know too, kitten.
The bird spoke.
Crystal is acting strange. She's wearing a hoodie on a sunny day. She's wearing a hoodie on a sunny day. She keeps lying to us. She vomited shortly before we left for a mission, and she pulled the hoodie over her face when the sun got brighter.
And then she vomited with the hoodie drenched on her face.
It funneled
But she
it. It
didn't
was
take
like
it
a
off.
beam.
She's got blood and puke all over her all the time. She never washes it.
I'm sure that you can help her, hun.
Cat's voice said.
After all, she could just be lonely and down. What with her being the sole survivor of Serenia.
Oh, yeah. She's always been so optimistic, though.
Falco said.
Maybe if you and the team talked to Crystal, she'd open up.
The pink kitten spoke. Uh-oh, it's a child. Whoops.
It's regressing in age.
Right?
I'll do that.
The bird said.
I'll even have you speak with her. I'll even have you speak with her.
You're a charmer, hun.
I'll do that. I'll even have you do it for me.
That's how well I'm going to do it. I want it done right, so you do it.
Cat spoke.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow as well, my pink carnation. I thought it was going to say cat.
Falco said.
That's a kitten.
In fact, I'll even have you see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Cat said prior to hanging up.
Wow, geez,
Well,
we
that's
didn't
the
know
order
that
to
we
do
did
that.
the phone.
Yeah.
Most
here's
people on
the
TV
last
and
bit.
movies never say bye, but
So
Cat
do cereal
got
vendor
it
milk?
down.
Okay.
Yeah. Putting the phone down, Falco walked into Crystal's room, where he saw
After
that the
the call
vixen
was
was
over.
fast asleep.
Well, this is a portable
He
phone.
carefully.
I'm confused
You
about
know
this
that.
phone. Everything was just spot on. And then he put the phone down. But he
Space
walked from room to
technology.
room with his phone. It had to be a cell phone.
It's
Yeah.
space technology. We don't
Pheasant
understand.
clothes don't have pockets.
He's like me. He just
Okay.
puts his phone down in random places and then has to spend a long time
Okay.
searching for it.
Okay.
He's all of us. He carefully approached her, fearing waking her up. When he was near the cobalt vixen, the avian put the side of his head near her chest,
All right. Yeah.
which is how a bird stares at your chest, by the way. To his surprise, he couldn't hear her heartbeat. In fact, there was no sound at all. Falco then exited the room, walking to the couch.
So we learned two things. She doesn't have a heartbeat, and she falls to sleep like that.
Mhm.
She doesn't have a heartbeat.
The pheasant thought to himself.
That pretty much confirms that something is wrong.
Meanwhile, Falco the pheasant is picking like
Sorry, that was the wrong.
bits of
Play the Reba
popcorn
stinger.
out of the couch.
I don't-
Do you still have the Reba stingers?
That's what I was
Adding to the fact that she was speaking to Wolf. Something fishy is going on. Who are the fish? Is there fish in this?
There's no
He's
such thing
even
as a
sent
fish.
her a gift. How does he know that? Are they died?
Who are you?
Are they dating in secret? If Fox
Help.
finds out, he'll kill her. No, that's crazy. Fox wouldn't kill Crystal. He would kill Wolf. After all, Wolf is Fox's rival. So stealing Crystal would make Fox hate him more. But what I don't know is why Crystal has no heartbeat.
This is an example why you don't write down your thoughts.
More importantly, she keeps avoiding sunlight. She wouldn't do that unless
she loves sun.
Falco gasped as the pieces of the puzzle came together. The bloodstained hoodie, the lies, the fact that she was with Wolf, the nervous way she acted toward Orlando Helsing and Farah, the lack of heartbeat, and the jar of red liquid.
She's harvesting organs.
Puzzle.
and a partridge in a pear tree. Crystal's a vampire.
Kirigiri and Makoto Naegi and Byakuya Togami.
All right, this is the big moment. Can we please give it the gravitas it deserves?
A little decorum, people, please.
Crystal's a vampire.
Falco thoughts were struggling to stay with him.
Valkyrie thoughts.
Crane was trying to escape his skull.
The jar that she said was full of jelly is actually blood. Wolf
Close, Falco. The jelly is actually blood. The jar is a jar.
Oh. But what gets me is she had no heartbeat. Wolf turned her into a creature of the undead. No doubt.
No doubt.
If the rest of the team finds out, they'll call Orlando and Farah and have them stake her in the heart. I've got to keep this from happening. Keep that.
All of a sudden, the door opened. Out from the door came Fox, Peppy, and Slippy. Hey, Falco, what's up? Slippy asked.
I've just been hanging out.
Falco said.
Where's Crystal at?
Fox
She's
asked.
sleeping. She's
The
sleeping.
avian answered.
Want to go check on her?
They always check on their teammates when they're sleeping.
Weird. What the hell?
No, I just put her down.
Peppy asked.
No, the Serenian beauty will be fine.
Falco said, not wanting the others to find out that Crystal was a vampire like he did.
Well then, good night, Falco.
Fanfic has what the? Oh, sorry. Good night. Fox said.
Good night, guys.
The avian said.
Sure. Don't tell me where you guys were at.
Wait, is that? It's like the characters yelling at the author.
Does it matter that anyone is a vampire, or is the
Not
entire
so far.
story just increasingly large groups of people trying to not let other people know that?
It was a
Well,
puzzle.
how many seasons of Three's Company did they get keeping their secret? You know?
Oh man.
Oh my god. Guys, Starwolf. We gotta cast Starwolf.
Oh.
Okay, well, you were Wolf
We got
previously.
yeah, so I'll say that. Oh, Panther. My Panther.
Who's Panther?
I'm the great Leon.
I'm the great
Down as you
Leon.
can.
I could be Leon, yeah. But no,
All right,
yeah,
all
no
right.
Pigma. Panther instead of Pigma. Panther's
Pigma's
like
dead.
kind of suave, like a Rico
He
Suave
holds a rose,
type.
and he's
You
a
wanna-
Panther.
Yeah.
I'll
actually,
be
technically,
Panther.
he's a pheasant, technically.
Hold on. I think Kitty doesn't have any characters yet.
I would be Panther.
Yeah,
Oh.
Kitty will be Panther. She doesn't have anybody.
Okay.
She doesn't have no one.
She ain't got no one.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at the Star Fox, Meanwhile, at the Star Wolf HQ, Wolf, Leon, and Panther were watching surveillance footage from the Great Fox. Little did the rest of them, minus Crystal, know Wolf had snuck a fly-sized camera drone in the Great Fox.
Actually, it was cockroach sized, and it was noticed.
Yeah. Who's
jiggling and wiggling?
What is
What
this
is all
sound?
that?
Yeah.
What is the sound?
I don't know what. I don't even know how to describe it.
Wiggling
but
and
I guess
giggling.
it's gone.
Something in the tube.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Fly-sized.
right, Leon.
Wolf, what are we going to do?
Hold on. No, hold on.
Just make him Fraser Crane.
Annoying
That's good.
bird. Wolf, what are we going to
Leon.
do?
Leon asked.
That buzzard is becoming suspicious of your fledgling.
Is that wordplay?
I don't know.
Don't worry, Wolf said. As long as Crystal keeps the rest of the team from finding out, she'll be fine.
She can't keep lying,
Panther said.
The beautiful vixen will get found out if she's not careful.
But what color is she, damn it?
Crystal will be fine. Wolf smiled. She's one of the smartest girls I know, considering how she has telepathy. Unlike that Equinox Wolf wouldn't know. But we all know. Considering she has telepathy. Also, her lies are fooling that stupid Vulpine idiot, that old hare, and that naive toad.
What about Falco?
Panther asked.
He's the only one who isn't buying what she's saying.
Leon smiled as he said,
Leave that bird to me. I'll feed on that snitch before he can sell out Crystal to that Helsing bastard.
And when he's out of the way, Wolf chuckled. Crystal will have to join us and succeed me as the leader of our army. Note, oh boy, Starwolf has sinister plans for Falco. Then again, would you want anyone to sell out someone you converted if you were a vampire? Think about it. Talk with your family. Even if Falco survives an attack, he might need to keep the others from finding out Crystal is a vampire, despite her suspicious behavior being enough proof for them to find out. Also, lying is out of character for her, but she has to remain grateful to Wolf since he saved her life. Before I close this chapter, here's another thing I have to say to Equinox Wolf. Equinox Wolf, would you recommend my story to other people who are interested? If you can, that would be great. Until next time, peace.
And that's the story of how we found out about this fanfic. Equinox Wolf sent it to us. And here we are.
Okay, so we've got a half hour left.
There is a new Steve chapter.
A new Steve Blank. Okay, cool.
Do it.
All right.
Okay.
I heard Chesmeralda might be coming back from the dead for one last chapter and then dying again immediately after.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve Blank. What?
Revelations?
Okay, Revelations. Get the link in here. There's that. Okay.
All right, we ready?
Okay, I also have a poem, so we do it
Oh,
before or after. It would be a good
great.
lead-in.
Oh,
because it's about
Go
Nibbles.
ahead
lead
and do
in.
your
Let's do
poem.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
N to the I to the double B less. I actually, at this point, I want to stop and say I know that a lot of you would expect me from that point to rhyme it with I confess, like Nibbles is the best, I confess, or Nibbles is the ham gerbil I love the best. But that would be cheap. I've studied Shakespeare. That's why I have a Shakespeare bust on. I have Shakespeare's beaver over here. It's important to me to stay true to the art of poem. So I just wanted to say that. So I'll start over, but set your heights, set your sights a little higher, your expectations. Okay.
Thank you for that lovely introduction.
All right. N to the I to the double B less. Put him in your pocket or between your breasts. Fedora and a jumpsuit's how he dress. I have a fedora, but I digress. He's a badass Maronis and quickulatus. He'll kiss your friends and kick your haters. Steal the meat and lick the taters. Sell what's left to some speculators. He race a squirrel just to make him seem slow. Capybara feels small standing in his shadow. Radish, yeah, watch my eyes roll. Take your trash pizza and GGFO. Dolly's so sweet on the little feller. Bring a little tingle to her nipple leather. You hold back danger like a sickle tether. Shares Plank's views on pickle feather. Showed no mercy at the rap battle show. Taught Eminem about N and O. Don't believe in heaven, but he's still gonna go. Leave Nibs behind, I'd rather go to go. Because he's cuter than a piker. He's a volleyball spiker. He's the bearded Riker on Lexi Be Leica. He's a tonic squilling, Steve Plank grilling, martini chilling, fanfic filling, precious look snapping, bad guy slapping, pony cake tapping, horse handicapping, evil fighting, lust igniting, lima bean biting, copywriting, friend of the people, and a hyper great guy. You know I love Nibbles, and now you know why.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh,
Wow.
God.
Oh
What a
my
tribute.
God. I'm crying. I'm actually crying.
It came to me in a dream.
Would anyone else like to speak of the deceased?
We need a beat for that, Kevin. That's going to be the hottest new track coming out in 2021. Oh my God, that was amazing. That was amazing.
Chapter 5 Revelation.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Great work. Oh,
I don't know, Buttercup. This plan seems a little out there. Are you sure there's no other way?
Nibbles asked.
Besides, I'm not sure it'll work.
Steve shared his reservations, but they had to make it to Melbourne. Thanks to Buttercup's and Steve's partnership, they knew that Chair were watching Steve closely. Apparently, Buford's hatred of Steve was more pervasive than Steve was aware. If Steve tried to leave the country, the proverbial jig would be up.
it will work. It has to.
Buttercup said.
You both are marked for observation. Even if we paid cash and used aliases, like in the appropriately named television show written by J.J. Abrams and Alex Kurtzman starring Jennifer Garner, you'd both be made for sure.
But I've never planked for more than 5 hours, Buttercup. This is a 16-and-a-half-hour flight. Even Ignatius Solomon Plank wasn't able to plank that long, Steve protested. My personal best is only 5. I don't know if I can do it. Nibbles patted Steve's ankle reassuringly.
You're the only one who can do this, Steve. If Buttercup says it's the only way, then it's the only way. Don't worry. Dolly and I will be with you every step of the way.
Nibbles said.
Yeah, Steve. Don't y'all worry about nothing. As my daddy used to say, Dolly, if y'all's pants don't fit, speak to Jonathan Taylor Thomas, not to be confused with Jonathan Taylor Thomas, known for his role as Randy Taylor on Home Improvement.
Yeah, said Steve. But this isn't a pair of pants. It's a 4-4 double bass case. Oh, well, it's no use. Come on, everyone. Let's get this over with. He climbed into the case and took his planking position on his side. As though it was built for him, Steve fit perfectly into the space meant to house the instrument's neck. Dolly climbed in after him and wedged herself into the left side of the body. Nibbles hopped into the other side, sitting on top of the luggage they were bringing, a typewriter, Steve's lucky knapsack, and a violin.
Don't worry, you guys. I'll take care of everything. I'll see you soon.
Buttercup said, closing the lid and locking the case. With the strength of a lowland gorilla, she picked up the case and slung it across her back. What she hadn't told them was that she wasn't sure how they were going to make it through airport security.
We're learning a lot about
my
Dolly
name
Parton.
is Sweatercup Beat Cheeks. I need to check my instrument for the flight to Melbourne. Melbourne.
Buttercups.
Melbourne?
Melbourne.
I think it's Melbourne.
It's Melbourne.
Oh,
Melbourne.
Melbourne. Buttercup said,
Who wants to be random flight attendant
I'll do
style
it.
person?
Do they only
Go
get
for
Of
it.
course. Of course, Mrs. Beatcheeks. Let me just confirm your name and flight. There. All right. What kind of instrument is it?
4/4 double bass.
Okay. Any other information you can give me about it?
What kind of information are you wanting?
Make, model. It's for the insurance information on your bag.
It's a Martin double bass 4/4 model made in Oxfordshire, England, based on the work of the great bass makers, great bass making masters Vincenzo Panoramo. I'm not saying any of this right. And Thomas Kennedy. Its slightly adjusted upper outline was designed to be stylish as well as easy to play. Interestingly, though, it's labeled as a 4/4. It's a size closer to a large-bodied 3/4. It cost me around $20,000. It's very important to me, and I need it kept as safe as possible.
Of
Who's
course.
grumbling?
Of course, Mrs. Beatcheeks. Miss Beatcheeks. For an item of such value, we perform a ritual sacrifice to the Dark Lord of airline travel, Tom Hanks. This is done in addition to our regular service as an added protection. Do you have a preference on what you'd like sacrificed from this list?
The clerk held up a list that Buttercup waved off.
No, anyone will do.
As you wish, ma'am. Have a pleasant flight, and may Tom Hanks grant you a safe passage.
Buttercup found her seat through the haze of smoke from burning DVDs. Flight attendants were moving up and down the aisles of the 747, holding burning copies of their lord's films. These were used as incense to prepare the plane for the sacrifice. Tom Hanks was the logical choice of deity for airlines to worship. Many of his films revolve around air travel, and of those, many end poorly for the craft. For this reason, Tom was considered by many to be a demon.
This is your Captain Rayford Steele. While the flight crew is getting ready for its sacrifice to Tom Hanks, I wanted to give you some information on Melbourne. It's a city in Australia. What's that, Edwards? You don't have a sacrifice? Why not, Wilson? He's just a flight attendant after all. Oh, 1 second, folks. Oh, sorry. Why not Wilson? There was not a comma there. Why not Wilson? He's just a flight attendant after all. 1 second,
And
folks.
volleyball.
A flight attendant ran up to the cockpit. Chanting that had begun as a whisper grew louder, some strange power coursing throughout the plane. Suddenly, a man screamed and was silenced nearly as quickly. All of the lights in the plane flickered, and the captain's voice came over the intercom again.
It's a mild day in Melbourne. Local time is 16:20. Our flight will take 16 and a half hours. Make sure that all of your electronic devices are off until we reach cruising altitude, as it will anger our Lord and bring us his wrath down upon us. Have a good flight, and praise Hanks.
Dolly, we have a problem.
What are y'all talking about, Steve? Sprinkles.
I need to pee.
Is that why you're crinkling?
What's going on?
Somebody's crinkling.
Can someone actually?
Somebody
Okay,
crinkling. But...
it's not me.
No, I don't think
I
it's
need
you.
to pee.
Who's narrating?
Narrator.
Yeah, but you're Dolly, so
Ha,
you
ha,
should
ha.
laugh.
You didn't. Oh,
I was
okay.
laughing like the whole time because the crinkling, but anyway.
No. Dolly laughed.
Not to worry, Steve. I've got just the thing.
She unzipped Steve's pants and lubricated a rubber tube.
This may sting a little, okay? Just make sure you don't scream, okay?
I could go into detail on the catheterization of Steve, but I don't wish to anger Tom Hanks, so we'll skip it. Instead, we'll discuss something else.
Tom
Have you ever
Hanks
been
is all
in a
about peeing freely for a long time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's in many films. He does.
Have you ever been in a queue for something, maybe waiting your turn for the cashier to run your groceries, or at an ATM, and then someone decides to strike up a conversation with you? I have. It's weird as hell. Leave me alone, lady. I'm just here minding my own business. And you just start talking to me? What the hell is wrong with you? Are you so starved for attention that you need to make small talk with a complete stranger? Maybe you wouldn't be if you weren't so weird. I bet you've driven everyone away with your weird behavior. Thanks for inserting that, Dolly. I don't know what I'd have done without you.
Quinn, I think you meant to send that to my DMs, but anyway.
Buttercup woke up in a Dramamine and alcohol-induced coma as the plane landed on the tarmac. The tarmac. That's how the Australians say it. On the tarmac in Melbourne. 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 The captain thanked everyone for their patience, sacrificed another crewman as T. Hanks for their safe arrival. And told everyone to enjoy their time in
it spells
Melbourne.
thanks.
Yeah.
Melbourne.
You see, as T. Hanks.
As T. Hanks.
T. Hanks for being awesome.
Yeah.
Every time I type thanks in messaging, it ends up T. Hanks. I'm a follower, I guess.
Yeah.
Buttercup stood and opened the overhead compartment to retrieve her carry-on baggage. Unfortunately for her, she did not exercise care, and the contents of the overhead compartment had shifted during the trip.
No.
A cascade of luggage rained down upon her. 47 bags, a saxophone, a bowling ball, 2,082 triples, a canoe, a bear, a copy of Canadian Geese Foul Weather Friends, a clown car containing 12 clowns, a river's worth of salmon, a DVD named World's Funniest Curling Bloopers autographed by the 1980 Hungarian curling team, and a water buffalo fell from the overhead. After the rest of the passengers had gathered their luggage, the crew had someone call the Chancellor of the Klingon High Council to notify him of the arrival of the Tribbles, and Melbourne Animal Control was called to take care of the bear, salmon, and water buffalo. Buttercup picked herself up and exited the plane. She went to the baggage carousel to pick up Steve, Nibbles, and Dolly, but when she got there, something seemed off. Glancing around, she noticed a baggage attendant and started walking towards him. Then she noticed it. All of the badges worn by airport staff were adorned with a C. The exact same C that she knew to be the symbol chair. Panicking, she turned and began to run, slamming into an elderly couple, causing them to fall. She left a note with her phone number and insurance information and continued her flight to the exit. When she got there, the door was locked. As she was about to turn around, she felt a mist on her face, and she passed out. "Finally!" Steve said as the case opened. Then he stood and stretched, helping Dolly up. "I can't believe how long that took, Buttercup, but I did it. I am not the plankiest plank ever to live."
That was supposed to be now the plank is plank.
Nope.
Okay.
I know.
I am not the blankest plank ever to live. Now, where do
Sorry.
He stopped. Buford Picklefeather stood before him, an evil smile on his face. Surrounding them were about 20 people dressed in the hooded robes of chair, their hoods down. Steve was shocked that he recognized several of them. Sally was there. The bartender was there. The salesman who'd sold him all of his absurdly overpriced and unnecessary luxury items. Buford?
Hello, Steve. You've been a little busy. You've been a busy little bee, haven't you? Welcome to Chair Headquarters.
Buford cackled.
I'm so glad that the facade is over. I can now reveal myself for the evil son of a bitch I am. We've been watching you for years, and we knew that you were the biggest threat to our operations out of anyone. Actually, that's not really fair. I just have a blatant prejudice against you, and made it a central tenet of our organization.
Where's Buttercup? Steve demanded.
She's being well taken care of. I think you should be more worried about yourself. Aren't you concerned with how we found you?
Buford chuckled. Continued chuckling was heard from the surrounding cult members.
Do it.
Not.
The soundboard. Do you have chuckling? Yeah, chuckling. No,
that wasn't it.
That was the best damn chuckle I have ever heard.
Oh, there you go.
There.
So good.
Not really.
What?
Nah, I'm good.
You were betrayed.
Buford said. Well, obviously. But who would want to betray us? Who would have the means, motive, and opportunity? Wait. Dolly, Steve said, turning to her. You didn't join me and Nibbles when we met up with Buttercup the second time. What were you doing?
Well, I told y'all, silly. Me and the other legends of country and western music were getting started on an inner city rap career.
Whoa. Did we hear their single right at the beginning of this?
Maybe.
Oh no, we have a reference to an inner city rap coming up. I wanted to write a full one, but I have no ideas. So
Get with Kevin on that because he spits hot fire.
yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Come on, you expect me to believe that? That's such a flimsy excuse.
I mean it, Steve. Check out this demo tape we made.
Dolly retrieved a boombox from somewhere and popped the cassette into the deck. After she pressed play, a rendition of the Snoop Dogg classic, Gin and Juice, performed by Willie Nelson and Dolly, sounded through the speakers.
Amazing.
It was fucking tight, yo. Okay, that means you're off the hook, I guess. Who else would betray us, though? Steve asked aloud.
I think that means he was all loud.
Asked aloud. Okay, that means you're off the hook, I guess. Who else would betray us, though?
Isn't it obvious?
Yeah. What?
The Australian accent is kind of
got
rubbing
you.
off on him a little bit since they're in Melbourne.
Isn't it obvious, Steve?
Buford said. He looked at Nibbles. Nibbles grinned back.
He never was too bright. How did he think I afforded a Ferrari?
Nibbles said, climbing up Buford's pant leg.
Face it, Steve. You've always been a failure. I had to hitch my wagon to a pony with some stones. I've been in Buford's pocket for years, in both a figurative and literal sense.
But all the fun times we've had, Nibbles. Oh, what about the fun times? What about our apartment? I thought we were buds.
Oh my god. No.
All lies, Steve. All lies to get you to lower your guard.
This chapter is tearing the chat apart.
Oh my god.
I'm sure glad I did the song first. Jeez. I'm impressed.
Do a
I love
Yes.
Nibbles. He's so cool.
Nibbles, I hate you. I thought you were cool.
Yes,
I
while
will
this
make
is
him look like a whore.
Woo! Scum Pika! I'm putting it in the chat.
Do it.
I'm doing it.
Yes, while this is very touching, we have business to attend to. Steve, you're to be afforded an honor that few have attained. I didn't know how much you know about our organization. Sorry, I don't know how much you know about our organization, but I believe you were told that I was the leader of Chair, yes?
Buford looked at Nibbles, who nodded.
That is incorrect. While I am in charge of day-to-day operations, I receive orders from a higher source. That source wants to meet you. Bring them!
Orders from a pie.
Mm-hmm.
Steve and Dolly were led through dank corridors for 15 minutes before being brought to a large hall. Robed figures sat at computers, examining readouts and entering data. A large digital world map was on the wall. It was divided up in a grid and seemed to have lights representing various major cities across the world. As they walked through the large chamber, a couple of the lights marking out cities vanished. When they reached the end of the hall, they stood before a large throne that sat on a dais, facing away from them. In it sat another robed figure, with robes far more intricate and ornate than the rest of the members of Chair. Buford quickly ascended the 3 steps and knelt beside the throne, speaking quietly to the figure. He stood up, turned, and motioned for his men to bring Steve and Dolly to their knees. Buford then cleared his throat before speaking in a loud tone.
May I introduce the true lord and master of the cooperative hoping to acquire an international regime,
Did anybody
Henry
else hear
Winkler.
Tristan? Or did I just run out of internet?
What?
I heard the whole thing.
I heard it.
Yeah.
All. Except what you talked over.
Mom?
You want to do it one more time, Tristan?
Henry Winkler.
No,
I'm pretty sure everybody got at home got it, but
May I introduce you to the true lord and master of the cooperative hoping to acquire an international regime, Henry Winkler.
You!
Yeah, the fun.
You are the true villain of this tale!
Cy Middleman.
Well, that brings us
I think that's a twist.
Yeah.
That's
this
a twist.
episode kind of gutted me
Pretty
all
twisty.
around. Now it's Henry Winkler too.
I agree with Spitfire
You're
that now there needs to be a
tearing
diss track of Nibbles.
everything apart.
Can't wait to see how this shakes out. But at least Dolly Parton is in the clear.
Oh yeah, no,
Mm.
she's a saint.
Don't mess with Dolly. Treasure.
Next week, hopefully, Michael will have his internet back, and we will return for the finale of Ultimate Betrayal, the continuation. How close are we to 75 subscribers?
When's the last time you checked?
We are at 73.
Oh.
We just need 2 more.
Tell your mom and your dad.
Yeah.
Two more.
Yeah. I mean, you can make 2
What happens
bots
at
or whatever if you
75?
want, but
Tell your
we could-
parents.
At 75 followers, we'll unlock Michael's anti-1984 hate fic.
But it was sealed for generations.
Exactly.
You can't
I
just
know.
open that.
But we put it in a vault. We can't just unput it.
Disney doesn't do that.
They don't unput anything.
No.
It's
Yeah,
all put forever in perpetuity.
Yeah. Good night, everybody. Remember, it's all going according to plan.
That's right. Bye, folks.